gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Look who's back after
Hi, guys.
extended
months long.
I was about to say an extended illness, but an extended absence. That's entirely different. Jamey Hodges is able to make the trip back up here to shoot the show today, as he is in Easter break. Congratulations on Easter break.
Yeah, it's been very nice.
Yeah.
Good little break.
A lot of golf.
Yeah, got some golf in. Glad to be back up here.
Other than the rain knocking you out of golf a couple of days.
Yeah, we could have done without that. That's all right.
Well, that happens. But he is back, and I'm switching over to this game. I'm just so.
I'm just okay. Yeah, we'll make it work, Bruce.
I'll tell you which one we're doing from time to time.
All right.
But happy Good Friday to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. This is Friday, April 7th. This is our weekly Take the Points show, where we look at sports and things affecting sports, gambling in sports. Today, we might do a little gambling today on what?
There's some good events going on.
There's a couple of good. It's a nice weekend. It's a fun weekend for sports. We'll have a good time doing some gambling on sports this weekend, because we're going to talk Masters, we're going to talk NBA, we're going to talk NFL Draft. We might talk a little Major League Baseball. We might talk a little what else is going on? Hockey. NHL's going on. You know anything about hockey?
Yeah, I just know the Blues traded their whole team away. So
and the Blues stink.
The Blues kind of tanked this year.
The Blues stink on us.
They're rebuilding.
But look, if you're a Blackhawks fan, you're looking up at the Blues, so that stinks too. But what else is going on this Good Friday, Friday, April 7th? There are a few things going on today, not a ton, and I mentioned it. I mentioned it the other day, yesterday, whenever Lenny was here. I said that I'm not going to give you all the Good Friday services, because they're all over the place. If you're looking for a Good Friday service, you're going to be able to find one. Just go by your local church. What else is going on today? Blood drive from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Over in Centralia. That's at 235 North Locust in Centralia. Please use the elevator entrance on the south side of the building. I'm not sure what building that is. They didn't say. What would you? Where are they going to have a blood drive? What would you?
Well, they gave you directions.
They did give me directions. They gave me an address.
So I would look for the address and then see if you can find an elevator.
235 North Locust. Go to the south side of the building.
And look, so if there's an elevator that's outside that building, you're there.
You're there.
You're there. You've made it.
You've found it. You go to redcrossblood.org.
They usually have signs up. They usually have great big signs.
You'll see the big bloodmobile probably too.
You'll be fine.
The big half-ton truck or whatever they used to.
You'll be fine. You'll find it.
No problem. Again, use redcrossblood.org. Make an appointment. Then you can also do your questions, your history questions, and that kind of thing to make sure that you get through and get done in a hurry. What else is going on? It's the Library Carnival in Centralia at the Centralia Regional Library. That's in Library Park, of course, at 515 East Broadway from 2 to 5 o'clock today. There will be games, prizes, and treats, in addition to Skeeter the Clown is coming, as well as the Culpeper and Merriweather Circus. The event is in the Munkin Activity Room on the library's second floor, so do look for that. It's accessible by elevator as well as stairs. You love a good circus, don't you, Jay?
I just Skeeter the Clown, I think I would have rethought that name a little bit, but that's up to him. I mean, I don't know if he had a marketing manager.
Skeeter the Clown is maybe the worst name you could ever.
That's probably the worst clown name I've heard, besides Touchy. Touchy the Clown would be worse, I guess.
Touchy and Stinky.
Yeah, those would be worse, but Skeeter's a close third.
Skeeter is a rough name for a clown, so I enjoy that. What else going on this weekend on Saturday? We do have a bunch of Easter egg hunts going on Saturday over at the Clay City Ballpark at 9 a.m. The Clay City Civics will have an Easter egg hunt. It'll be from 9 a.m. at the Clay City Ballpark. There will be age groups for children 1 to 12 years of age. An Easter egg hunt up north of Louisville. You know where the American Legion is. You ever been up to the American Legion north of Louisville? It's they're basically not where it is, but where their playground is.
No, I've been to Sultan Springs.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a fun place to go to. They won't have an Easter egg hunt
That's
there.
but they have the kind of hunt I want.
Yeah, I don't blame you a bit. That American Legion Ladies Auxiliary putting on the Easter egg hunt up there at the East Acres, north of the Burger King. Go straight north of the Burger King for about 4 miles. Take that'd be right. Take a right, and it'll take you right to it. It's right on the Little Wabash River, so might be a little high. Who knows? Prizes and baskets for each age group there. Sims is going to have an Easter egg hunt Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Sims Community Center. Going to be 5,000, count them, 5,000 hidden eggs filled with candy and prizes. There will also be 20 special pick-a-prize eggs for each age group. The Easter Bunny will make an appearance. Everyone is invited. I got a couple other Easter egg hunts that put stuff on paper. Execution Night Terrors presents. This is what you like. Execution. This is April 8th. This is Saturday. Egg hunt age groups will be split into various difficulties: 0 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 12. Rooms will be fully decorated as they would during haunting. So they're an Easter egg hunt during haunting hours. Okay, Jamie, you have had.
But it says no actors or special effects, so they're kind of. You really don't want to scare the 2-year-old.
That's what I'm asking.
You don't want to scare the 2-year-old.
That's what I'm asking you.
So you gotta.
You've had children that age.
There's a fine line there.
Your children no longer are that age. Would you have taken your 0 to 3-year-old? She would have been okay or something, and Hayden would have been fine going to spooky joint.
They probably would have liked it.
They would have had a good time.
They like scary movies and all that stuff that I don't like, so
yeah, that'll be
they
fun.
probably would have enjoyed it.
Also in Effingham on Saturday, they're going to have the Eggs Extravaganza. This will be at the Thelma Keller Convention Center. Free pictures with the Easter Bunny. First 500 kids. Good grief, how many kids are they expecting? First 500 kids getting a free egg bag, and then a diaper derby, all kinds of stuff with special thanks to all those sponsors. My heavens, that is going to be a ton of fun up there at the Extravaganza. Doesn't give a time. Does that not give a time? I guess 9 a.m. for the diaper derby. That's the only thing. Get up there. They'll show you where to go and tell you when to be there. That'll be a lot of fun up there. At the Clay City Christian Church, they're going to have a food giveaway, 9 a.m. They'll be hosting their Easter food basket giveaway. There will be 50 baskets available, one per household in Clay City, in the Clay City School District, pardon me. Also going to be 5 first come, first serve. Well, not 5. I need my glasses. First come, first serve that morning, and they'll be handed out at the church. I know my glasses are right.
You're going to say, look to your right.
I'm too vain. I'm too vain to put them on.
They're right there.
You know, you look.
They're right there, Bruce.
For crying out loud, Jamie, look at me.
They're right there.
Look at me, and I'm still too vain to put glasses on. How is that possible?
I don't get it.
Thank you very much for all your
rock bottom, Bruce.
Again, consignment auction at the Iuka Township building. This one I will put my glasses on, or Waylon would kill me. The Iuka Park will have a benefit and consignment auction Saturday at the Iuka Township building. Donations and consignments of large consignments, such as cars, trucks, tractors, and boats, will be accepted probably today. They like that had them Thursday, but if you get them there today, here on Friday, you'll probably find donations and consignments of small items all day today and Saturday morning until 8 a.m. Auction starts at 10 a.m. Saturday. More information, give Waylon Kleiboker at 780-3718, or you can give Raymond Fothery a call at 618-335-8426, or Mike, no TVs or tires. That would not be cool. Donate old tires to a consignment.
No, not a lot you can do with them afterwards is the problem. I guess big old tire fire.
Tire fire, be fun. Breakfast at the Clay City Sailor Springs American Legion is on Saturday as well. 7 a.m. the Clay City Sailor Springs American Legion Post will be hosting the breakfast from 7 to 10. The menu, biscuits and gravy plus a drink, cost by donation. That's easy on them. They don't have to make pancakes and such. Finally, the last item I was going to talk about this weekend, the big trivia contest in Fairfield, the Solar Eclipse Trivia Night. So Fairfield is trying to make a huge deal for the solar eclipse. 1 year from Saturday is when the solar eclipse hits this area. Grab a group of friends, put on your thinking caps. Cash prizes of $300, $200, and $100 donated by La Fuente, Misty's on Main Street, and FNB Asset Management. As if you have any questions, you can go to Facebook, Why Fairfield on Facebook, or Solar Eclipse Fairfield on Facebook. Are you doing that, Jamie? That'd be a lot of fun.
We have Hodges Easter that night.
Hodges Easter. Maybe you can grab a group of the family and
or I would. Be a good time. I think they'll have a good turnout. I think it'll be a good group.
Be a good
and
group.
Our friend Weeze came up with questions.
Weeze,
so.
you all know Weeze from this exact show.
So actually, you probably couldn't do it because let's say I had a team, or you had a team, or you and I were on a team, which is normally the case.
Yeah.
And we did really well. There'd be collusion shouted.
People
Be
might
lots of
think
collusion.
That. Although, it's there. Our relationship, Jamie, with Weeze is such. There certainly would not be conclusion.
No, he'd give us fake questions.
He's
like, no, here's the questions, and they wouldn't be the questions at all.
They wouldn't be the
questions at all.
Yeah, so there you go. But that'll be a lot of fun. Do try to get to that. What else going on this weekend? Of course, I've already mentioned Good Friday being celebrated today. The darkest night of Good Friday will be over, and the brightest morning of Easter Sunday will come. So never lose hope in life. That's a nice one. This Friday, of course, is before Easter commemorates the crucifixion of Jesus Christ in the Christian faith. It's called Good Friday. They do all kinds of stuff throughout the world. Different cultures do different things. There is some, you're the Sunday school teacher. There is some disagreement on whether the name is supposed to be Good Friday or started out as God's Friday. Any idea?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
As long as you celebrate it, it doesn't matter. Those are trivial things.
That's true. You know what is also a trivial thing in connection with all that, not in connection with all that, but this is a fun one for April 7th every year. This one doesn't move around. Ladies and gentlemen, April 7th is National Beer Day. This recognizes the world's most widely consumed alcoholic beverage. Following water and tea, it is the third most popular drink in the world. One of the world's oldest prepared beverages. It possibly dates back how many years? I'll give you 1,000 years, Jamie.
Well, it'd have to be, my guess would be Egypt.
Actually, a little before that. How many years? I
don't know. Let's go 2,500.
How about, let's see, I've got to do addition now. 9,500 BC plus 2,000 is 11,500.
Okay, so I was way off.
You were about 9,000
I was about 9,000 years off. I had figured Egypt when they were first time you really hear about grains,
first time,
and crops and starting to ferment.
Do you know why April 7th, April 7th?
I do have a good guess at this.
Yes, what is
I'm going to say that two guys got drunk and decided it was going to be them, and they had something to do with one of the beer companies.
That's a great guess. Entirely wrong. But a great guess.
Okay, so I'm 0 for
on April 7th. So it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing that you're not doing the trivia.
No kidding.
On April 7th, 1933, President Franklin Roosevelt took the first step toward ending Prohibition, signed the law that allowed people to brew and sell beer in the United States after Prohibition.
Okay, so I was way off. I just figured it was kind of like Valentine's Day and Hallmark. And
another reason FDR wins the World War, helps end the Depression, and repeals Prohibition. Why else wouldn't you like AP or FDR? What else is going on today?
You just like him because you're on a scooter now.
I do like him because I can't walk. Ladies and gentlemen, April 7th, also National Coffee Cake Day. This gives us all a reason to have another reason to linger around your cup of coffee. You break out some of your favorite recipes and make yourself some coffee cake. Does coffee cake, Jamie, have to have coffee in it to be called coffee cake?
No, it does not. I've had really good lemon-flavored coffee cake.
Coffee cake usually does not.
Yeah, I've had really good lemon-flavored coffee cake.
Named coffee cake basically just because you drink it, you eat with coffee. And if you look at that one, you'd need something to put to put that thing down. That's looks a little dry to me.
They usually aren't though.
Really? Yeah, I know. They're usually kind of gooey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of coffee cake I like. What do you want to see on TV tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to switch cameras here, too. Here on this evening.
Huh? Where we at now there?
Yeah. The St. Louis Cardinals tonight at the Milwaukee Brewers. Cardinals off to a great start.
Ooh, hot.
Jack Flaherty taking on Brandon Woodruff, and that'll be at 7:10 tonight. Yeah.
Woodruff's supposed to win the Cy Young.
I bet on him.
No, did you really?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he was a big favorite to win the Cy Young.
I've got, if Woodruff wins the Cy Young, I'm going out for the weekend.
Going to Outback?
I'm going somewhere, that's for sure. Cardinals at Milwaukee, Flaherty versus Woodruff at 7:10. MLB Network all day long has games, 4 games on it on MLB Network. Also, if you're looking for the Cubs this afternoon, you ain't gonna find them. Apple TV has started.
So have you watched? So I have Apple TV.
Okay.
Have you watched baseball on Apple TV?
They've got 2 games on.
So first off, I love Apple TV. I'm not knocking Apple TV.
Ted Lasso.
Not trying to knock any future sponsors.
I'm not saying.
But their sports production is
interesting.
Leaves a lot to be desired.
It's interesting.
I think they have less equipment than we do when you and I do football together. It's the feeling I get watching their sports production.
That'll be really fun today since they're doing 2 games rather than just 1.
Because they did at least 1 Cardinal game last year I watched, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, and the wild part is that if you're watching it on, if you're watching it on a computer, they'll kick the thing off to the side. At least they'll kick the thing offside where people are commenting.
Yeah.
During the game, and you get to see what people are saying about
all the friendly comments.
Friendly is that's maybe not true. NBA, the Chicago Bulls at the Dallas Mavericks tonight. NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. And ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, it's a national holiday. Masters golf, and we'll talk about Masters
Best
golf.
time of the year.
We're going to talk about that as well as all kinds of other things here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on the Take the Points edition. Jamey Hodges is here, back right after this. Do please stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center. And that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation. And I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Jamey Hodges is here. Thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here, Bruce.
It's a lot of fun, and we bring Jamey here. It's a particularly good time of year to bring Jamey into the conversation because of all of my friends. I think most of my friends. He is the only one who has walked of the Masters on championship weekend of the Masters. What year was that?
2019.
So just 4 years ago.
Yep, 4 years ago.
Haven't made too many changes since then, huh?
I'm going to go with no, since they haven't in like 80 years.
When do you plan on, do you have tickets to go back, or what's the...
No, it's so hard to get them. Mike and Vaughn and I were talking, he'd went on and filled out you have to fill out an allotment deal.
Yeah.
And it was already like completely full when he
Do you
filled
get
his
on the
out.
lottery or something?
That's what it is, yeah.
And they weren't even allowing more people into the lottery.
Oh, they'd allow you, but they tell you you're like 2,000 whatever behind the full mount.
How many
so that many people would have to drop out for you to even have a chance.
For reference purposes, how many people go to the Masters?
They won't release that number.
No kidding.
Yeah, the Augusta will not release that number.
See, I never know.
And they don't have to, so it's their own private event. It's not a PGA event. That's what people don't realize. It's not even though it's a major, it's not a PGA sponsored or held event. It's held by Augusta Country Club.
And that's one of the reasons why the live golfers are.
And that's why they're allowed on this one.
They're playing in this one, and I think they're going to let them play in the rest of the majors, right?
That hadn't quite been settled, I don't think yet.
All right.
Yeah.
What was whenever you went to the Masters, what was the biggest surprise to you upon arriving and seeing the course?
How hilly it is, because of course on TV everything looks flat, they're good with camera angles. That thing did not have a flat piece of ground. It was constantly up. You were either walking uphill or walking downhill. You were never standing flat.
This is fascinating.
And like you'd set your chairs up around the greens, and even then you'd be making sure you didn't tip over.
No kidding.
And fall. Yeah.
So
yeah,
around the greens,
even in the sitting areas, it wasn't. There's just not a flat piece of ground on the place.
Is that right?
Yep.
Is that why they don't really set up lawn chairs at places? They have the little.
That's why you've got the little itty bitty green ones that they charge you $25 for because they'll stay.
Yeah.
And
they'll stay. And they won't.
Low center of gravity.
They won't fall over.
Yeah, low center of gravity.
That's really cool. I've got a few things here. How long is that course? How far? When you walked it, how many miles? You had a little pedometer. Right?
So and that's going to sound crazy. I know Sunday, my brother Corey's the one that took me, and I know Sunday we walked right around 16 miles, but we just walked all day.
That's just nuts.
And that was just uphill and downhill and.
Just to get an idea, here is for golfers only. The course length. So if you're walking the course, you're walking 7,400 yards. It's going to cost you 1,100 to get or 1,200 to go between the holes, and walking on the greens, you're looking at about 9,700 yards. That's 6 miles or 5.5 miles. That's a lot of walking, and this doesn't take into consideration the hills.
Right.
Here is kind of a look at the hills, a glimpse of the elevation levels on just the front nine. Front nine looks like a lot of fun. You're going downhill for the first 6, Jamey.
You got to come back up at some point, Bruce. And your calves still burn walking downhill.
That I did not realize. Look at that number 1 to number 2. The elevation has to be dropping. Well, I've got something that'll tell us the elevation. The tee, well, there it is. The tee is 318 feet. The green is 233, so that's an 85-foot drop. Then on the tee on number 8, it's 246 up to 318. That is a pretty nice little
little bit of an incline.
A little bit of an uphill. Here's ladies and gentlemen, here is the second 9. The tee drops to 10 and 11. Look at that drop. It's dropping 105 feet for 10, or pardon me, 112 feet for the 10, and then 100 or just 30 feet for 11. That's something. I'm surprised 16 tee to green, is that far. Well, it's still 25 feet uphill, but it doesn't look like it. It looks flatter than a pancake when you're watching this on TV, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Of course, number 12, the par 3 down there, and that nobody walks back, or the fans aren't allowed back into. Here's a pretty cool one. This is if you're traversing the 7,450 or 7,475 yards, players can expect to walk an initial mile and a quarter. Longest distance between holes is 123 yards. Same as walking 40 flights of stairs. That's what you did.
It hurt.
You want another interesting picture? Take a look at that one. This is the original program. This is from the original program, number 1 and number 2, which is now number 10 and 11. Just kind of gives you the idea of the drop of that's just insane. Hell, you could hit the ball and it just go forever, right?
Yeah, it's just crazy, and TV does such a good job with their angles that you can't see it. You can't tell. Every once in a while you see a little bump, and on TV it looks like, that's just a little hump. No, that's something those guys can't see over. Now,
have you ever been to other golf tournaments and that kind of thing? Is Augusta, there are other tournaments they play with that are that hilly, right? Or
yes, there are. Like most of them out in North Carolina are real hilly.
Yeah, the Pinehurst.
Yeah, those have several hills on them.
Well, how those hills affect, if I'm thinking of, Tiger Woods won in 2019 when you were there, right?
No, Patrick Reed.
Oh, Reed won. What year Woods win it? 20?
Year before, wasn't it?
18. Okay. How would that affect he's your age?
Yeah. So young.
So a young man.
Well, he's already has back issues, and they were interviewing Jack Nicklaus earlier, and him and Tiger, of course, are good friends, and he's the one that's a major ahead of Tigers, or a Masters ahead of Tigers, and
because Tiger's won five,
and he's won 6. And so they're asking if Tiger was going to catch him, and he said, "Well, I was talking to Tiger, and he said my swings never felt better with my irons, my drivers never felt better, my putters never felt better." He said, "I don't think I can walk it." He said, "I'm not sure I can make it through the weekend walking the course."
Keep that in mind, folks. We're going to talk gambling here in just a minute on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to bet the Masters. Back right after these words.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Masters Gambling. We didn't do
We didn't pair a 5.
We didn't pick our. Usually we do the take the points snake draft, and I thought about doing that all day long yesterday, and I just never got going because I didn't know where people would be to be able to answer and play the draft. But if you were going to do a snake draft, taking a look at the outright winner odds. Now, this is from late yesterday because they've moved a little bit. They moved a little bit yesterday. Scheffler and McIlroy both were about 700 yesterday morning, and now they are 600. Well, and granted, folks, we're shooting this on Thursday. These are odds before the start of the tournament, which is Thursday morning. So there's a look at who would you take to win if you were going to take a look at that and pick a winner?
Taking gambling into account?
Taking gambling into account.
I'm going to throw...
I'd take Scheffler anyway.
Well, so my number one bet, which is not up there, but it probably down around the 600 number, I'd go Dustin Johnson top 3.
Really?
To finish in top 3 would probably be my number one bet.
I don't know if Dustin Johnson ought to be on that list. Maybe
he is. He's plus 2,200.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
But I'm saying I'd bet him to go top 3. As far as a winner,
you got to go Scheffler, don't you?
I kind of like McIlroy to come out and.
McIlroy hadn't won a major.
I know, so he's due.
In 9 years.
So he's due. And
he has played. That's the crazy thing.
9 years.
He has played so well in majors for the last 3 or 4 years, especially. Was he second place in 3 of them last year, something like that? He plays so well and can't win, and he's the favorite. He's the betting favorite. It makes no sense to me.
And plus 600 is and that's the thing about golf. You never know who's going to make the cut, who's going to have a bad day, and so it's just plus 600.
That's 6 to 1 or so. So you're looking at that's not paying you nearly enough money back to pick that one.
And the way Morikawa's been hitting, that's interesting at plus 2,500.
I have 3 bets. Did you put anything down on the Masters? I have 3 bets to win. We have one of them on this page.
One on this page.
One on this page.
Tony.
No, I didn't bet
really?
Tony. I should have. Tony's going to end up winning this the one year I didn't bet Tony Finau.
Did you go with Young?
I went with Young. You knew I went. How'd you know I was going to
all right.
How'd you know I was going to do that? Let's see. Who's my other one on this page? This is old because Ricky Fowler actually did not make the cut. He didn't. I don't believe he's playing, right? I've got one on this page, and you'll never guess it. Sam Burns at 40 to 1. I think it's new blood time. Tiger Woods at 90 to 1 is
he just can't walk the course. I wouldn't.
That's throwing your money away. You saw Patrick Reed win. He's getting to 80 to 1.
Yeah, he's falling off though too.
That's the question, and it really kind of begs the question with you talking about Dustin Johnson, how the live guys are going to play, how the different tour guys are going to be able to convert over.
So you talk to most of PGA guys, Rory aside, and a few of them, and as far as the golfers go, they don't think this is that big of it. Like there's not the animosity there is, except for just a couple of them.
Well, I'm not talking animosity. I'm talking about
different tours,
different styles. I mean, they're only playing 3 days.
It's not Johnston's first time there, though.
Well, no, that's true.
It's not like he's in bad shape or any. I mean, he's a pretty fit dude, and it's not his first time playing the course by far.
Well, and we kind of glossed over the 30 to 1 guy down there. The other 30 to 1
Brooks.
guy, Brooks Koepka.
But he's not completely healthy.
But last week he played really well in the Live Tour. He won the Live Tour event, which makes you think, he's coming in decent form. Okay, then you look here at this page. This is the 101 to 175. I have one of mine on this page, and this is the easiest pick. You should get it all day long.
Thomas
Peters.
Yep. That one I can get.
That one you can get.
So I got 2 or your 3.
So you picked two out there. You wouldn't pick Sam Burns. I don't blame you for. Well, you see, now that's the thing. If I was picking yours, I'd say 80-1. You're on Ricky Fowler.
I love Fowler.
You love Ricky Fowler.
Love me some Fowler.
And then actually, I would have kind of thought here you might be on where's Cameron Smith, 22 to 22.
I like Cameron Smith. I also like Jason Day, but he just hasn't shown it. Max Homa is a young golfer that's been coming on strong. There's a bunch of good names.
There's a bunch of good names. There are a bunch of really good names. And then you get into these. These are the fellas who are. This is
old because Kevin Naw's dropped out.
Well, there's a lot of former winners here also that kind of surprised me. We're this far down. Bubba at 300 really kind of surprised me that he was that far down. And Zach Johnson at 1,000-1. How did Zach Johnson fall to 1,001?
He's just fallen off big time.
He really has. Mickelson at 275. There is talk that Mickelson may not even make it to the weekend. He's not playing well, and he is ducking interviews. That's then another question about the live golfers coming over. They didn't invite Greg Norman,
right?
Can't make an appearance. They won't let him in the building. It's just fascinating to me, the whole thing. The reception, Mickelson he'll show up at the Champions Dinner. I guess he did. I haven't seen the picture.
He's going to get
Mickelson's relatively popular.
Yeah, he's pretty popular. He's going to get a good reception wherever he goes.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, betting aside, then, who would you pick to win?
Betting aside, I'm still going with. Gosh dang it! If I had to pick one, I'd probably go. I'm going with Rory. He's on a mission.
All right. You're going with the Rory betting.
I know that's picking one of the favorites, but he seems like he's on a mission for it.
I go Scheffler.
Yeah, I mean neither one. They're both the same.
Scheffler's playing so well right now. Who knows? But you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to take another quick break. Come back, talk a little bit of NBA playoffs upcoming, and as well as some NFL football. Back right after these words. Please do stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Everything works out. That's exactly right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey, joined along with Jamey Hodges here on Take the Points edition, our weekly look at sports. And you want to talk NBA or NFL?
You pick your show.
Let's talk NBA.
Okay.
And getting into the NBA, did you enjoy the Final Four weekend of the college tournament? It's college basketball, but a lot of those players will be playing in the NBA.
It was good. UConn just rolled everybody. The San Diego State.
It really was an
FAU game.
anticlimactic weekend, wasn't it?
With UConn playing, it was just they were just so much better.
UConn, they were better than Miami. They were methodical, and that was really what kind of surprised me going into the tournament. After coming off of like 6 or 7 losses in the Big East, that they would be so methodical in the tournament.
Well, Danny Hurley made the comment because they had a lot of injuries there during those losses.
Yeah.
And he said, everybody better get us now.
Yeah.
He said, they better get us now before we're healthy. And he wasn't lying.
He wasn't
lying. They got healthy and went on a roll.
They sure did, as they did win the NCAA tournament handily. They probably got a couple kids who will play in the NBA. NBA coming down to their final weekend of the regular season this Sunday, actually, is their final day of the regular season. Here in the East, they're pretty much all set. These 10 teams are in the playoffs. The Heat still have a chance to get to the 6th seed, but the Hawks, Raptors, and Bulls. The Bulls are locked into the 10, as I understand it, and the Hawks are locked into either the 8 or the 9. Raptors are locked into the 8 or the 9, more likely the 9. And again, the Heat probably in that 7th spot. They'd have to have the Nets lose a couple of times. Anybody you like or any surprises jump to you here looking at the East?
Not in the East. It seems in the East, the top 3 are just that
They've been there all year long.
Yeah, it just seems they're that much better than the rest of the division.
It's surprising to me that the Nets have been able to hold on to that sixth spot without Kevin Durant and without Kyrie Irving, and with Ben Simmons basically out. But the Nets are a pretty solid team. At the 6th, they'll be playing the Sixers, and because I think that's the one is locked. The Celtics are locked. The Cavaliers are basically locked. Yeah, those are all but set. The folks, you take a look out west, there's still a little bit of a zoo situation taking place for that 5, 6, 7, and 8. Golden State right now clinging to the number 6 seed. And this, by the way, again, we're taping this before Thursday night's games. As the Clippers and Warriors wanting the 5 and the 6. They don't want the Lakers to get it. The Lakers would desperately love to get into that 6th spot, but they lost Wednesday night to the Clippers pretty handily.
Yeah, and then LeBron tried blaming it on back-to-back games.
Isn't that nice of LeBron?
The back-to-back games really got
They've gone 7 and they had gone 7-1 in their last 8 games before Wednesday night, and they lose a game, and LeBron's blaming the schedule.
Yeah, blaming the schedule.
That's kind of cheap. But it looks like the Lakers and Pelicans are locked into well, they're not locked in. The Lakers and Pelicans both have a chance to get up to that 6. Mavericks are fighting for the 10. Utah Jazz are all but out, and surprising that they did that well this year. They were trying to tank for Wembyana, but they still have a chance. Mavericks have a chance, and they got to catch the Thunder.
Well, I think Sacramento's been a surprise in that.
On this side,
on that side, yeah.
Yeah, they've won their division, so those I believe those top 3 teams are locked in those spots. Because I'm pretty sure the Nuggets are locked in with 30 losses, and the Kings, they've won their division, so they're the 3, and it's the Grizzlies. I tell you what, I don't think the Grizzlies, Jamey, are getting nearly enough respect when you look out west. Look at that home record, 35-6, and they're going to be they're going to have home court advantage the first 2 series for sure, and depending who they play in a 3rd series. I love the Grizzlies in the West. Who you liking?
Out of the West,
I mean, it's kind of difficult to to judge because there's still so much work to do.
Yeah, and does Golden State get hot? Does
Lakers won 7 out of 9.
Does Suns put something together? Denver. Does Denver just keep rolling?
Suns have Kevin Durant now.
Yeah, does Denver just keep rolling?
Does Denver keep rolling?
There's just so many questions.
Have you placed any money on it?
I have not.
I must admit I do have one futures bet in the West. I've got that's why I say I like the Grizzlies.
Well, of course. If there's money involved, that's who you like.
There's money involved. That's who I like.
That's easy.
I like the Grizzlies. I just think they're a tough team. I got like 25 to 1 to win it all. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty good odds. Yeah, that's not a bad bet.
That's
not a bad bet.
I like that number. It was about a month ago. So,
yeah, I like it. That's not a bad bet.
Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, NBA's coming to. Thinking of that, we were talking about these the first two here, the 76ers at 52 and 27, and the Nuggets at 52 and 27. Even records. Who's going to the MVP? Is it going to be Embiid or is it going to be the Joker again?
They're talking about Embiid because he dropped 51 the other night to pretty well seal it for the 76ers to seal that third spot. But yet he ducked that game against the Joker.
He has gone from +2 or -200 in the past week to -1,500 now.
But then after the game that he wouldn't play against Jokic, he went up to plus money and then all of a sudden dropped back down to a big minus number. So you had a small window there where you could have got him.
I don't think.
You had a one-day window. You had a one-day window.
I really don't think. And the thing is, I don't think Embiid's had the better year. I think Jokic has had the better year, but people just sick of. They don't want to give it to him 3 times.
Yeah, they're not going to give it to him 3 times in a row. It's that MVP fatigue that happens a lot in the NBA.
Yeah, that's what they're having.
Yeah.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit of baseball, maybe a little NFL intrigue as here on Take the Points continues, and we'll wrap things up with Jamey after these words. Do stick around.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Should have happened. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey, joined alongside by Jamey Hodges here on the weekly Take the Points edition. And that there's the problem right there. I'm hitting that, and it's vibrating through the bottom. I need I need.
You need to wear like mittens.
I need to wear mittens, or I need, you know what I need? I need one of the gals, either Beth Cooper or Stacey Earlywine, who have the other show in the studio. I need them to make me some pot holders or something to stick underneath the microphone.
There you go. That'd be perfect.
Yeah,
that's just what you need.
Yeah, not pot holders. What do you call not coasters, but something like that. A big coaster. It's be that big.
That'd be a big one.
That'd be a big coaster.
But it'd work, whatever.
It'd work. I think I can get Beth and Stacey on that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure. So
I'm sure
as well. But let's talk a little bit of NFL draft. It's 3 weeks away. Granted, we're a little bit early, but things happen all the time in the NFL. In talking about the NFL draft, do you think? Before I get to the draft, I guess. When is Aaron Rodgers going to become a New York Jet, or is he going to?
I don't know. It's like he's holding.
It's got to happen, doesn't it?
It's like he's holding two teams hostage. I mean, because the Jets don't know how to prepare for the draft because they're going to have a quarterback.
Jets,
so
they're giving up on Zach Wilson.
So if Rodgers doesn't sign, and Mike White left.
Yeah, Mike White's gone.
So if Rodgers isn't going to sign with them, they've got to be looking at trading up and doing something so they can get one of the four quarterbacks.
It's got to be a trade. That's the thing.
And so
here's the look. The Jets, the Packers have the 15.
Because there's going to be no one there at 13 they want.
Yeah, the Jets at 13 aren't going to be able to get a quarterback that they want. You're right. And then looking up the rest, the one of them could trade up to somebody there in the top 10, maybe to get a quarterback and maybe put him into a trade status, because I think the Packers have moved on from Rodgers. I think that they're
done. Yeah.
They're done with it.
I think they're ready to move on with Jordan Love.
The problem for Green Bay is that Aaron Rodgers came out and said, "Yeah, I'm going to be a Jet." That kind of takes away all the leverage.
Yeah, it takes away a lot of negotiating power. It does take away a lot of negotiating power.
Packers don't have a whole lot of negotiating room there on that. But and speaking of negotiations, I've been waiting all day for this. You know I have. Who's playing quarterback next year for your Indianapolis Colts?
I know who I want really, really bad, so it won't happen.
Again, here is the Colts at number 4. The Colts at number 4.
Who's
going to be available? First of all, who's going to be available at 4? Stroud's going to be gone.
And Young's going to be gone.
And
it depends on if someone goes up to the 3 spot, because Arizona doesn't need a quarterback.
Right.
So it depends on if someone else that needs one jumps in that 3 spot, or if the Colts jump up to that 3 spot.
Who are the other 2 quarterbacks?
Levis and Richardson.
Yeah, Levis from Kentucky and Richardson from Florida, who, I got to tell you, having watched Levis and Richardson both play, I can't imagine that they would both be so highly sought after. But Richardson's the freak from
And Irsay has said all along you like Levis, so I don't know. However, the Colts have been unloading a lot of high-priced veterans, so they've got.
I think this is currently correct.
They have some room to move.
They have
some trade.
They have a little bit of money.
They got a little bit of money, a little bit of trade capital, young team. So I'd like to see them just go ahead and take care of this whole Lamar situation and get it.
So is this what we have?
That's what I'd like to see happen, which means it will not. I mean, the guy's only 26. He's been hurt one time. That's what they were talking about. In his first 3 years, he missed one game, COVID.
I got to tell you, that is a great.
And they set him out one game because they were 14 and whatever.
And they set him out. And people will say, well, the end of 2022, he quit on the team. Well, he was hurt.
Yeah.
And then he didn't go to one game. What was he going to do at the one game?
So anyhow, that's what I'd like to see.
Heisman Trophy winner. Played at Louisville, which is what? Hour and a half
at most, yeah.
From Indianapolis.
Depends on who's driving.
Depends on traffic. Depends on traffic. And okay, you'd like to see that happen. Is there any? Let's talk about the Colts and Jim Irsay. Does Irsay want to see that?
I don't know. Like I said, Irsay's doing a lot of talking about Will Levis.
Is Irsay? This is entirely unlike Jim Irsay to keep things to his vest.
And so he's also at this. Well, he's getting to.
Is he maturing?
No, he's getting more weird. He's getting more weird, so you really don't know what he's doing anymore. And
how's he getting more weird? How's that possible?
It's possible. And so, but they've been unloading, like I mentioned, Bobby Okorie. There was no reason to let that guy go. He was a defensive stud. Yeah, who was a stud, loved playing in Indy, was a team leader. But just unload that, they've unloaded a lot of money with two or three different players.
The Okorie,
in situations where it didn't make sense to be unloading that money, except that it was people they could unload that money with. So that's what makes me think maybe hopefully it's a possibility. We'll see. But that deal needs done. The Rodgers deal needs done.
We've been giving gambling odds on things all day long, with the Masters. And what are the odds here for Lamar Jackson to be taking the first snap for the Colts in September?
Plus 4 million trillion, whatever. It's not going to happen. I just really want it to.
It's not that high.
I just really want it to.
Look at all these picks. Look, well, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong one. That's not, breaking news. Yeah. Look at all these picks.
Yeah, no, I mean, they've got it to pull it off. I just don't know if they will.
Okay, let's.
If not, they've got to trade to third and get the quarterback they want.
You got to figure that
they can't take the chance of one of those other teams like Seattle leapfrogging them, because Seattle would love to have one of those young quarterbacks.
Seattle loves having
They've only got Geno for 2 years, so they cannot take the chance of Seattle leapfrogging them.
They can't. So Seattle's got to go after the Cardinals pick, because the Colts don't want to lose that pick unless they get Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, unless the Colts get Lamar Jackson, you're going to see both Seattle and the Colts trying to get that pick from Arizona.
Boy, I got to tell you, I really think, and call me Captain Obvious, but if I'm a Colts fan, I got to say, and have watched college football at all, I say Will Levis is a fine backup quarterback.
Well, you got to remember, we got Gardner Minshew, so he could sit there for a little bit. We got the stash. So, I mean, it's not
all
like
right, so then, okay. All right.
No, I'm dying for them to get
all right, I know you are. Let's do a percentage. The quarterback taking the first snap in September. Will Levis, Gardner Minshew, Lamar Jackson, or somebody else? The field.
I'm going to say, I'm going to go with.
Why am I such a cruel jerk? I feel terrible, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going
to go 60.
60 on
Lamar, 40 on Minshew.
You're going 60 on Lamar?
40 on.
You're just trying to put it out in the world. God bless you. I'm all for
40 on Minshew, and then if they don't get Lamar and draft someone else, I still think Minshew takes the first snap.
Okay. You don't think they'll,
like, even if let's say they draft Levis.
You don't think they'd let Levis?
No, even if they draft Levis, I still think they start
Levis
with Minshew.
or Richardson, either one. I got to tell you, I like it. I think 60 makes sense for Lamar. I really do, because there is no reason for the Colts not to make this deal.
No, none at all. That's why it probably won't happen. It makes way too much sense. I mean, my Cardinals are blowing up games. My Hoosiers sucked in the tournament. Surely one thing will happen right for me.
Speaking of tournaments, Trey Jackson Davis done.
Oh, he said for a tournament he was done.
Oh,
he was going.
He's got 1 year left.
No, but he said he was going after this tournament. Yeah, he gone.
See, he'll get picked.
Yeah,
he's got nothing.
And they say Jalen's Shafino could be a lottery pick.
I saw the Shafino. So, you can't blame Shafino.
No. So we'll probably lose both them.
Yeah. There's always next year.
Man, we've been saying that a long time.
There's always the transfer portal.
You and I have been saying that a long time.
Oh, gosh. Don't get me started on the transfer portal. Folks, thank you so much for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey today. You go out and have a happy Easter. Keep the rain away on Sunday. And you have a great Easter. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, Bruce. Thanks, guys, for watching.